Hi everyone, welcome back to How Ines Rolls. I have a confession to make. I really love reality television. It's like a guilty pleasure. So today I'm making a dessert and a drink inspired by one of my favorite shows. Let's get started. Let me know in the comments if you're a fan of reality television and what is your favorite show. So I can just say that my favorite show is Bravo Television. It's so bad, but so good. So one of my favorite shows is Southern Charm, and they're in South Carolina, and they are just like a hot mess. It makes us laugh, and a lot of my girlfriends and I will get together and watch their premieres, and we'll watch like their how they end the show, and they have like the panel and stuff. It is so fun to watch. So today I'm going to be making a peach breakfast cobbler and my version of a mint julep. It's more like a mocktail. So let me get started by getting my 9x13, and this one is going to be a super easy recipe. I'm just going to give this 9x13 pan a nice spray, put it aside. And what's really nice about this recipe is we're using cake mix. So easy. I told you it was going to be. So we're going to put that aside and just get 1.5 cups of this powdered cake mix. I hope you guys liked the extra vlog yesterday. That was so fun to do. That's my goal, is to have like an extra video each week. So stay tuned. Okay, so 1.5 cups. And then all I'm gonna mix to this is some eggs and some milk. So at the end of this video, there will be a recipe card at the end of the video. So it'll have all of the measurements that you're gonna need and all the directions and all that fun stuff. So let's get this going. So we're gonna just put this batter in the bottom of the pan, and we're gonna top it with peach pie filling. Oh yes, this is gonna be delicious. And I can't wait. So we're gonna spread this out. Now, I'm going to have to tell you a little bit more about my favorite show in a minute here, but let me get this in the oven first. I found this at the store, which is perfectly fine. This is exactly what I needed. If you make your own peach preserves, more power to you. So we're just going to top it on the top of this. So I'm going to kind of stir it around a little bit. Oh, yum. I love peach pie. Ooh, and a la mode. Ooh, so good. I think it's time to start making some pies. And now we're going to put the top on, kind of like a streusel. So the remaining part of the mix is going to be mixed with some butter, some cold butter. So let me just put this aside and I'll show you how I'm doing that. So I took out my 1/3 cup already cut out. I pre-measured my butter, and then I just chopped it up into small pieces, and I'm gonna just put that in there. Now I don't have a tool, which I need to get, but I'm just gonna use my whisk dry, like without the machine, and just use that to kind of cut into it. And then I'm just trying to mix in the butter until it gets kind of crumbly, because that will be the topping. You know, Danny and Tina, they at Phillips Fan Band, they showed some food hacks recently where they grated cold butter, and it almost grates like cheese. I'm kind of wondering if that will work too really good in this situation. So it's one way to try, is if you are making a streusel topping. So I finished, and I won't lie, that was quite the workout. My hand is tired. So if you have one of those like pastry cutter type things, that will get that dough or that butter right into the breading or the mixture. So you can see here, it's kind of crumbly. It's going to be crumbly. So I'm just going to put that right on top, and we're just going to put this in the oven. And then after this, while this is baking, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put together a sweet minty drink for my family. So the mint julep is quite the southern alcoholic drink, and I'm sure it is lovely. We don't drink, and I want to make it kid friendly. So I went to the store and got some mint, and I had an idea. So you know that our family drinks Crystal Light, which is because when it spills, it's not sticky. And so I thought I'd make a nice little sweet bubbly drink using the mint. So let me show you what I'm doing. So first off, I'm just going to put a few pieces of mint in each cup, maybe like 4. And then I'm going to put, what I've already done is I crushed some ice and I put it in a baggie in the freezer. The crushed ice is going to be super good in this drink. So I know the boys will probably like it. Smells already super good in here. And so all I'm going to do now is add a little sugar, because we're still gonna do the muddling, but because I don't have like a mortar and pestle, I used to have one, I don't know where it's at. I kind of made a makeshift one. I'm just adding a tiny little bit of sugar at the bottom, just to help me release those oils from the mint. So all I did was took some skewers, just like this, and I'm just gonna pound away and kind of stir the sugar in there so it can start flavoring that sugar. That's about right, right friends? I'm not a professional muddler. Maybe a pot stir. No, just kidding. Kind of like the show that we watched, Southern Charm. My husband said it's like a train wreck that he can't stop watching. The people on this show are so dramatic, it's kind of funny, but they're like, you know, direct relatives to starting the town that they're from. And it's kind of interesting to see how, you know, the money, the fame, the notoriety that surrounds them. And it's, you know, it's that whole adage that money can't buy you happiness. It's kind of true in this situation, but there are some fun characters on that show. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is get my Crystal Light. Here we go. Just a little bit at the bottom. Let those mint-soaked sugars kind of start infusing into the lemonade. And I'm gonna use my stir sticks to kind of get that all mixed in, get that sugar dissolved. Now, I'm pretty sure my boys won't eat the mint. It's only for flavor, but it probably wouldn't hurt them if they did. It'd probably give them a nice settled stomach. And so what we're gonna do now is add the crushed ice and then top it with some bubbly. And I'm just going to fill it with some 7-Up. And I think the kids will totally love this. Hold on. And voila, that's it. Let me go get the boys and see if they like it. I brought the taste testers down and they want to cheers. Let's cheers. Yum.
That's minty.
It is so yummy.
Even there's a leaf in here.
Yeah, well, the leaf is the mint.
Oh.
Do you guys like it?
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. It's called a mocktail. It's a minty drink. We won't call it a mint julep. But it's good, right? You like that? Well, pretty soon that peach cobbler will be ready and you could try that too. All right, guys, go ahead and finish up. I might have cut the straw a little too short. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Oh, you know, I even kind of lost track of the timing that I didn't even set the timer, and I was like, oh man. So it wasn't that hard to find, to figure it out. Just make sure that when you pull out a knife or like a skewer that it just comes out clean. So I'm just gonna let this quickly cool down and then I'll put a topping on it and then dish up. So it's a little bit warm, but it's gonna be perfect for the icing that is just made out of some powdered sugar and a little bit of milk. And I'm just gonna drizzle that on top. Oh my goodness, it looks delicious. Just can't wait to eat this. I'm gonna start cutting it and I'll bring you closer, or I'll bring some to you. It's called a breakfast cobbler. So you can eat this for breakfast. Oh, you know what? It still calls for vanilla ice cream or some whipped cream. That washed down with my faux mint julep. I love being inspired by my favorite reality show, Southern Charm. Now, if you're interested in watching, it's going to be on today, Wednesday, at 8 p.m., and that's Eastern Time. Pacific Time. So if you're already watching it, tell me in the comments below who your favorite person is in that cast. I will tell you, I do like Cameron, and of course, Shep. He is just one of a kind, isn't he? So I'm so glad you stopped by and finding out about my guilty pleasure of reality shows, and I love Bravos. So I'm also going to be asking all my friends to put some questions below because our family is going to be doing a future Q&A. So if there's anything that you would like to know about us, our family, what we do for a living, whatever it is that you're curious about, just add it in the comments below and we will be doing a future Q&A. So thanks for stopping by and stick around. You just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.